When we talk about great sports stories, some are all about the stats, right? Others are all about the strategy. But the very best ones, they're about pure, last-second drama. And that's exactly what we got in one of the fiercest rivalries in all of Mexican football. So picture this. For an entire match, a full 90 minutes, two massive rivals fought to a complete standstill. It was tense, it was gritty, a total nail-biting deadlock. And then, in just one single minute of stoppage time, everything, and I mean everything, changed. And listen, this wasn't just any game. Oh no, this was the Clásico Regio on March 7th, 2026. The setting? The absolutely electric, deafening atmosphere of the Estadio Universitario. Trust me, this is way more than just a match. It's an all-out fight for city bragging rights. And the teams came in perfectly set up for a classic clash of styles. You had Tigres, with a slightly better record, playing this really defensive 5-4-1 formation, looking to build from the back and be patient. And then you've got Monterrey, desperate for points against their rival, and they come out with an aggressive 4-1-3-2 just ready to attack. The tactical battle lines were drawn right from the start. So from the moment that opening whistle blew, what we saw was less of a free-flowing game, and, well, it was more like a chess match played out on grass. Both teams were so disciplined, so organized, they absolutely refused to give an inch. It was a grind. And the minutes just ticked by and by. Halftime comes and goes, still no score. The managers start throwing on subs, hoping someone can find that spark. But as that clock hit 90 minutes, man, you could just feel the tension building and building with no release. The frustration from both sets of fans was just palpable. And this is pretty interesting. You look at the stats and you see that Tigres technically controlled the game, right? They held the ball for almost 56% of the match. But as any true fan knows, possession doesn't mean a thing if you can't put the ball in the net. They just could not find a way through that rock-solid Monterrey defense. These numbers right here tell you just how much of a defensive battle this really was. Just look at that. In 90 minutes, Monterrey didn't get a single shot on target. Not one. Tigres only managed 2. It was physical, it was tough, you see Monterrey picked up a couple yellow cards, but neither side could land that decisive blow. But here's the thing about football, and especially in a Clásico. It so often comes down to one single solitary moment. After 90 minutes of defense and discipline, this entire game was about to be decided by one little flash of brilliance. Okay, so the ref signals for stoppage time. We are 1 minute into it. The game is hanging on by a thread, and everyone in that stadium thinks it's destined for a scoreless draw. Or so we all thought. Goal! Oh my goodness, unbelievable! With practically zero time left on the clock, the legend himself, André-Pierre Gignac, finds the back of the net. The stadium just erupts. The stalemate is shattered in the most dramatic way you could possibly imagine. That is a dagger to the heart of Monterrey, and it's pure ecstasy for Tigres. All right, so after all that chaos and the wild celebration finally subsided, it was that one single moment that separated them. So let's take a look at the final numbers and see how it all really shook out. And there it is, the official result, a 1-0 victory for Tigres, sealed in the dying embers of the match. What a hard-fought, absolutely unforgettable win. And this chart, this really tells the story of sheer persistence. Look, Tigres peppered Monterrey with 13 total shots. They just kept knocking and knocking on the door. And yeah, only 2 of them were actually on target, but it was that final, relentless effort that finally paid off. A win like this isn't just about the 3 points you get on the day. Nah, it sends shockwaves through the league standings, especially when it's against your biggest, most bitter rival. So check it out. This victory solidified Tigres' spot right in the top half of the table, keeping them in 6th place. But, and this is the best part for their fans, it did double damage by leaving their rivals, Monterrey, stuck down in 9th. In a rivalry match, that's a win that feels more like a 6-point swing, doesn't it? And this gets to the real heart of what a rivalry is all about. A win is a win, sure, but when you steal it from your opponent in the final minute like that, it delivers this huge psychological blow and gives your fans bragging rights for months and months. It really makes you wonder, which one is actually more valuable?